All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I'm back with another video here. Day 3 of camp for me, day 4 for the Flyers. Today, we saw yesterday was just AV announced yesterday. Today would be special teams and a scrimmage. That's pretty much what today was. We saw a lot of power play work, a lot of penalty kill stuff. We also saw a scrimmage where Team Orange beat Team Black 4-3. Overall, today was pretty good. Saw a bunch of stuff, power play units. Some things were a little bit different, but overall, let's get into it. So, first power play unit, as we saw today, was Yandel, Giroux, Couturier, Konechny, and JVR. So they had Couturier in Giroux's spot, which I've talked about before. Flyers had that on a set play one time in the 1920 season, scored on it against Washington, never went back to it. I've mentioned it. Maybe you try it. Today, it looked okay. I'm not necessarily really open to the idea of Giroux starting the season on the right side. I'd rather him be in his spot, and I like it. I don't necessarily mind the setup. I think it's something different, but then again, it's just one of them things where I'd rather Giroux be on that side. If the Flyers are obviously in a funk and they maybe have to change something, then I don't mind it, but it is something they could go back to, and obviously they are open to it, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But I have mentioned that before. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'd rather G be in his normal spot. Konechny was in the slot there, and then obviously JVR was in front. The other unit was Ellis, Provorov, Atkinson, Farabee, and then Frost and Brassard would switch. Frost was in the slot, which really was confusing to me, because Frost seems like a guy that's fantastic along the wall, so why wouldn't you keep him there? Brassard I can maybe see in the slot, but I'm not sure why he'd even be playing power play. I'd rather that be Lindblom, honestly, in front of the net. They had Farabee in front of the net, which isn't bad. Farabee has some pretty good hands too, so that's not the worst thing in the world. Atkinson as well. Ellis and Provorov were the two back there on D and stuff. Penalty kill, Thompson and Lawton, Braun and Sanheim. Very aggressive at the line for that penalty kill there. They didn't give the G unit much time. Thompson was a pretty good fit with Lawton. They definitely complement each other. Alby, Kubel, and Lindblom were one unit, and then you had Bunneman and Rupsov as the other one. They would switch each time. Defense was Clendenning and Ristolainen in there. So the defense for the penalty kill was good. Braun and Sanheim, they worked good together. Clendenning and Ristolainen, they were good together as well. For the scrimmage, first half, Willman scored early to make it 1-0 Black, speed up the right side, fired its stick side. Hart definitely could have saved that one. Really shouldn't have let that one get through. Pretty good chance for Orange off a cycle with Provorov. Jones ended up covering up in traffic. Rupsov fired high on a 2-on-1. Looked like Hart got a piece of it. Giroux hit the crossbar off a backhand shot. That was a deflected pass to an off a skate. Giroux just kind of picked it up and flicked it. Ended up hitting the crossbar, went up. Brassard had to steal behind the net. Almost set up Atkinson for a tip. That line looks so good. The Lindblom, Brassard, and Atkinson line, they have so much chemistry, and they've connected a handful of times. And I mentioned it yesterday. They had a lot of chemistry, and as I said, it seems like from day one they've definitely been gelling together. Ristolainen almost set up a JVR chance in front for a tap-in. Giroux goes between the legs on Zanetti, gets by and backhands it high over Jones' shoulder. That line was buzzing, definitely should have been. Really good shift for Orange, Susko and Mayhew with the goal there. I couldn't necessarily tell, but it was confirmed with Susko. Provorov and Ellis had loads of chemistry on that shift, and the shot from Ellis squeaked through Jones, 1-1 there. Last 6 minutes of the first half were power play penalty kill. Black on the power play first. Not much really to note there. They didn't necessarily do much. Giroux unit was the same personnel, was in front of the net. Forster gets a goal with a crazy play in front. Scramble all around. Broken play, 2-1. Provorov scores there for Orange on the power play. Brassard hit him backdoor. Really good setup. Nothing much Jones could do. And that was a 3-1 lead there for Orange. For the second half, Sandstrom and Urson were in net. Rupsov scored early to make it 3-2. Giroux line had another chance early. Those guys were great. They were buzzing the whole time. And that's exactly what you'd expect. Giroux, Couturier, Konechny, those, they are the top line for the Flyers, and they should be the guys out there that are playing really well. Orange had lots of pressure. York scored to make it 3-3. Shot from the point ended up getting through, and then Dinoyer gets a game-winning goal. He buried one to give Orange a lead. He went at it with Frost in the corner, and ended up scoring on a tap-in in front. Mayhew had a really nice play to break up play at the red line on the penalty kill there for Team Orange. Ended up sending it back down as the last 6 minutes of this were on power play penalty kill as well. But crazy finish to the end. Clendenning hit a wide open net, ended up getting blocked, or he might have hit somebody, or Urson might have made the save. I have no idea, but it was just all over the place. But anyway, Team Orange gets the win. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Yeah, crazy day today. Lots of good stuff. Remember, guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.